Makerere University has a comfortable place among the top institutions on the continent. At the summit of its staff is the reliable Dr. Mohammed Kiggundu, who has put his body on the line to inspire the education tower through those who source and provide the knowledge on people and power. The chairman of Makerere University academic staff, Dr. Mohammed Kiggundu. My name is Mebo Twegumiezake. Okay, this is a beautiful home.
Thank you. But you know, we're built on different hills. That is a hill. That is a hill right over there, and there's another hill there. And I think someone was joking about the network anyway. But I think it can. I think probably from here.
Oh my God! So how long have you lived here?
Sleeping in here, been here for 10 years.
10 years.
But we acquired this place in 2000.
2000.
I was a little guy, and it was a real bush. And many people discouraged me because there was no power and there was no water. And this is what they were saying. Where I said, look here, I'm a country boy. I grew up in the country, so if it's water, that cannot prevent me from going to the countryside.
If it's electricity,
that's no big deal.
You can as always acquire it with
Yes.
Time. So this whole area is Mkowe?
Yes, it is. And by the time I came, there was no, actually, there's little access, and it was very difficult for you to tell that there's a road. And where would you be going, actually? People would say, well, but it is a real bush, but I loved it. For one thing that I always wanted to bring the city life in the village, because I said I should never hate the village, but it should change life in the village, because by the end of the day, if you live in Africa, the end result when you grow up, it has to be the country. So what you have to do is, if you can, right from when I was a young man, I said I have to make it a better place for myself before I grow old.
And you totally have, honestly.
I don't know.
And right now I'm thinking the city is even going to visit Mkowe anyway.
Well, it's on the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's on the way. Yeah.
Acquiring all this land, a very big challenge for youths today. Maybe because we want to jump at the wealth of the riches, or we want to acquire things so fast. How would you advise, like for people who are thinking, I need a piece of land, should we also be going to villages or countryside?
No, I have no problem with that.
What would be the first advice like you would give us?
For any human being, more especially the youth, one has got to tell their income. How much do I earn? So it means if you have little money, then it means that you cannot go to places which are commonly known as Myenga, this is the way. There was fancy that sign.
I
because
know.
I had just joined the university and people were saying, hey, you're crazy, Mohammed. How do you get a country? You get this area. I said, hey, I can make my own Myenga. I can make my own Kololo. I think my advice to the young is that they shouldn't actually fumble and proper for money, that they're fighting for money that should be earned in an overnight. That's a problem. And that is spoiling this country, because everybody is running to get money in a pretty short time. And that kills the culture of working. So there can never be a sense of progress in an individual if you acquired money today. So my advice would be, look at what you earn and see what fits in your earnings and where your earnings can best fit. You can make miracles. But if you think that your small monies can place you in a big area or big place and you think you can be big, you are messing up. But you can have little stuff, go where it belongs, acquire something huge, and you'll be a king by the end of the day. You'll be big, big.
People and power. Now, Makerere University is known as an easy place to deal with. Sitting at the castle of education in this country is no mean feat. Dr. Mohammed Kiggundu has done so with distinction as the chairman of Makerere University Academic Staff Association. We started in a good way, giving advice to the youth and, of course, telling us about where you've lived for the last 10 years. Many people also refer to you as a religious scholar. Is that the best description of you?
Well, it all depends on how one can basically, but I love it because it's been my area of study, and up to now I'm pursuing that as well. So it depends on where one wants to be to describe me, but in academia, yes, I am.
Feeling Dr. Tanga Odoi's shoes, were they too hard to feel?
Well, not really. Because remember, if I had just gambled and come in from outside, I could have known. But I remember I had joined Mwasa before Dr. Tanga. The difference is that he joined as a chair.
Okay.
But me, I had known the internal dynamics, right? From the PR, from the general secretary, and now vice chair.
So you had been there, going through all those positions until you became chairperson.
Yes.
As a scholar, peace is one of those areas used to heal crises. Crises in Makerere University that never end. What do you have to say?
Thank you. I think you're on the right track. This is what I'm telling you. I was on the right track when I became the deputy chair. Finally, Dr. Tanga's time had to get over. People elected me, and I became the chair. So what I had learned was that the strikes are important at a time when you are left with no alternative. But there are so many alternatives. I said it should be an engagement. So my administration came in as an administration full of engagement. It was